Kathy was an RN. Her background was dialysis and OBGYN. And I was in the vascular surgery, kidney dialysis and open heart surgery research and marketing. And we've always been very much into preventive medicine. And we researched this a great deal 6.5 years ago. And this is our full-time career now. But basically, we're going to talk about a brand tonight. The reason there's a lot of excitement and emotion, there's several reasons. We're going to focus on one brand tonight, but I hate to repeat it because so many of you have heard this. But basically, right now, Columbia Presbyterian Medical Center in New York in their cardiac surgery department, Dr. Oz, Cleveland Clinic, Michael Jordan and the Charlotte Bobcats, Children's Miracle Network, ABC's Extreme Makeover, the weight loss edition on Sunday night, Children's Health Corps, Arizona State University, Muhammad Ali Parkinson's Foundation, the Phoenix Suns, World Anti-Doping Association. All these venues have now affiliated with Vemma and Verve because of the prestige of their science and their research. It's quite a story. A lot of things are happening in research. They've just opened up a massive new canning facility in Tempe that is the highest pharmaceutical standards. So it's an exciting time when the rest of the economy and companies are hurting. The growth here is about 146% over last year for all these reasons. But basically, with this, there's a mega trends happening. With corporate downsizing, maybe mom wants to be home with the kids, lack of pension, lack of freedom, people looking for their own entrepreneurial situations, student loans, which have now surpassed credit card debt. People pretty much are flocking to this like crazy because of the sophistication of research, and people are getting wealthy without employees and overhead and accounts receivables and inventory and capitalization. So it's a wild time. So we're going to focus on a couple brands, but we wanted to set the stage as to why this is happening, because it wouldn't be happening without this research. There's three categories. The first category is a wellness, prevention, anti-aging, anti-inflammatory type formulation. The second is a healthy, energy, very nutritional alternative to this dangerous Red Bull, Monster, Rockstar market, as we're hearing so much about Monster. This is a healthy, organic, nutritional, medical approach, which is an alternative to that market. Also sports medicine, recovery, endurance, performance, hydration for these healthy energy formulas. And the third category, which has exploded, and that is in conjunction with the ABC's Extreme Makeover Weight Loss Edition and the physicians down at Vemma, they created a program to stabilize blood sugar, cut body fat, cut inches, but retain lean muscle tissue, and it's been a very important breakthrough. So those are the three categories. We're going to focus on one main one tonight. We want to get your questions answered afterwards, but as a short overview, where is Eddie, Brad?
I'm right here.
We're going to introduce now a great young man who's growing like crazy with a strong background in sports, and he's at diamond level and Vemma, and Eddie Van Buskirk.
Sports medicine. I've got 3 degrees in exercise science, corporate fitness, and kinesiology. And I really researched these products before I got started with this business because, I was really critical on what I put in my body before I got started. I used the products before I even, I knew about the business model, but I didn't want to accept the business model. But I knew the products worked because I was training for a lot of different races, a lot of different physical activity, things that I knew I was breaking down my body, and I needed to repair my body with the right nutrition. So that's why I got, really saw the products worked. It wasn't until a lot later that I got a part of the business, but when I graduated college, I said, I had 3 degrees, and people were saying you have too much knowledge and not experience. And I had started my own business when I was 19, and I was mowing lawns, and that pays great, and you get some good money, but without a reason for doing anything, the money's not even worth it. So I got excited when Brad posted a picture online of his parents holding a check for about $1.6 million, and that's what they had made in 5 years. So I called him up and I said, dude, what's going on? What is happening? Because clearly when I told you this was a scam, this was a pyramid scheme, you're never going to make any money, I was wrong. And so I called him up and he said, dude, right now is the time to get involved with this because they came out with this healthy energy drink, and young people have found a way to set themselves up for financial freedom from a young age. From at 20 years old, he goes, I've been working with this kid who's 21 years old, he's making $4,000 a month. He's been doing this for 8 months, and he taught me exactly what to do, how to do this, how this business works. and I'm bringing it to the Midwest to teach you and other young people how to do this business. They're calling it the Young People Revolution. So I got on board and I was like, you know what, I can change my life, change my financial future with this, and really blow the Midwest up where nobody knows about this opportunity. So, like I said, they call it the Young People Revolution. Young People Revolution is just what they call it, but I mean, it's not just for young people, it's for people of all ages. People that want to change their life, whether they want to get out of a job that they hate, whether they want to be out of student loans by the time they're 25 years old and be building, like, making a fortune instead of just working on their, like, paycheck to paycheck. So we're really excited about this opportunity, and every day in this business, I learn something new. We always learn something new, and we work together as a team to teach us exactly how to do this business. We don't just, and when I started my lawn care business, I didn't know what I was doing. I went out and I bought a lawnmower, and I was like, I'm going to mow some lawns. I had 2 customers my first year. I had 10 the next year, I had 10 the next year, I had 10 the next year, and I got to 20. I learned these all myself. You know, it took me 6 years to figure out how to make some really good money with this business, or with my lawn care business. With this, they say, do exactly this. Exactly this. And when I started following that plan, money started coming in. I started seeing my checks just come in. It was really cool, really great opportunity. So, like, we learn every day, and like I'll just say this, like, for myself, what I've learned with this business. Like, if you stop learning with this business, your business isn't growing. So every day you learn something new. You learn something about the product, how to do this business, and your business will grow. You will help your teammates learn new things, and their business will grow, and the excitement will just grow with that. So it's a really awesome opportunity, and I'm pumped about it, you know. So who am I bringing up? Your mom? Oh, Abby. Sorry. So I'm going to bring up my great friend Abby. She has a great story about a testimony about how this product has worked and changed her life and how she's lost weight. So Abby Dickerson.
I just wanted to start out by saying, if you really feel like you know anybody that needs to lose weight, don't hesitate to try to help them in any way you can, because in America, since just last year, 29.3%, that's the obesity rate that it's gone up in America. And I decided I did not want to be a part of that percentage any longer. So that's why I decided to do the body program. I was using every excuse in the book not to. And so basically I've been on the program for 7 weeks now. I've lost 35 pounds. And I've lost 19 inches. Wow. So, yeah, so it's really exciting. I'm looking forward to winning the 12-week challenge. Really, the ultimate reason I started even looking at Vemma was because Brad actually had approached me and kind of just was talking to me about it, and I really felt like this was the opportunity I was looking for. I needed something that I could call my own and really help people around me while making money. And so I started. My husband was, he's had joint problems his whole life, and he reached 30 and he was still having them even though the doctors said it was growing pains. He started on the product. He has no pain whatsoever anymore in his joints, and he can actually sleep at night. So if I can get my product free and help others in the process, why not? So that is why I started this business. And it's having alternative results for me. So.
This is my parents' house. You know, obviously very excited about what's going on here. I think maybe some of you are new, just kind of seeing this for the first time. But I mean, guys, if you are brand new, I would just encourage you to really have an open mind about what this is. Whoever invited you here tonight, you know, really cares about you, wants you to know about an opportunity that really has positively impacted them in one way or another. For me, you know, I've known about this for about 6 years. My parents shared this with me around 5-6 years ago, and when they came to me with this, guys, I was already my own boss. I was selling real estate, because about when I was 19 years old, I decided I wanted to be my own boss. Never wanted to work for anyone, because I read a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. Any of you have ever heard of that book, highly suggest that you read it. And I decided that I wanted to be my own boss, so now I got a real estate license, decided I was going to make a fortune in real estate, and you know, it's difficult to make a fortune in real estate, but at the time when I found out about this, I was doing pretty well as a young person with no college degree, and so I wasn't very open-minded to it. Thought it was a pyramid scheme, thought it wouldn't work, much like Eddie did. He didn't think it was going to work. I really didn't think it was going to work either. But my parents, guys, in 1 year created a six-figure income with this, without my help. You know, they were able to do that. They went ahead and did it anyway without me, and you know, reached a six-figure income in a year, which is pretty cool, guys. I mean, that's awesome. And now to date, you know, I'm really happy to talk about their success. They've made well over $2 million doing this now in 5 years. And you know, obviously don't intend to brag about that or just throw numbers at you, but really just to let you know that this is a 5-year plan to really never have to worry about money again. And that's being done, it's been done, people are already having that kind of success. And so when in about January of this year, guys, my real estate business pretty much dried up. I don't know if you really relate to that. We're in an economy right now that the president has compared it to the Great Depression. And I don't know if any of you guys can relate to, you know, being without a job or maybe being laid off or having less hours at work, whatever it is. My real estate business really dried up, and I was kind of forced to take a look at doing something different. Fortunately, I knew about Vemma because my parents had had a lot of success. But it wasn't really until I had met up with some other young people that I really decided that I could do this. I knew you could be successful based on what my parents had done, but for me, I guess it took seeing somebody else that was kind of around my same age having success. So I was actually living out in Arizona in January of this year. I met up with a couple of kids that were doing this at Arizona State University with college kids, college and high school kids, and I saw they were having incredible success, making a full-time income as a part-time job while they were in school, doing this as full-time students. So I got really excited when I saw that young people were making this work, and basically, guys, in January, I just made a decision I was going to make this work for me. And so I've been doing this now since January, really working hard on it since about March, sharing this opportunity with a few people in my life, not going out on the street corner. We don't go out and hold a sign, you know, on the street like those people do in the We Sell Gold stores or whatever. We're not doing that, guys. We're just sharing this with a few key people, our friends, our family, people that are in our social networks. They already like us, they already trust us, and honestly, guys, you know, this isn't for everybody. But we're sharing it authentically, kind of sorting through the people in our lives that are maybe not content with where they are right now. Maybe they've been laid off, maybe they've been cut back at work, or maybe they just really want to make a lot of money, but they just don't know how. And so I found that there's a lot of people out there looking for a financial opportunity that maybe 2 or 3 years ago they might not have been open-minded to this kind of thing. But guys, Vemma right now, this is the right time, this is the right place, this is the right people to be involved with. And success in life has absolutely zero to do with how smart you are, has zero to do with your past, whatever you've done or haven't done. Success is about being in the right place at the right time with the right people. And you only hear about these kind of opportunities every so often, okay? Everybody's always like, man, I wish I could have, bought in on that deal early. Wish I could have bought Apple stock, in 1988. That's where we're at with this right now, guys. You heard DK on the video talking about the 4 mega trends. Weight loss, energy, baby boomers retiring, and the energy crisis, okay? People are needing money. So all we do here, guys, this business opportunity, it simply gives the average person the opportunity to really tap into a market that's huge. The energy drink market alone is $10 billion in America. The weight loss market is $65 billion. Thanks, Vanessa, for that statistic. I mean, guys, people are spending money every single day on energy drinks. They're spending money every single day on Starbucks. Why on earth they would do that, I don't know. Everything at Starbucks costs like $6. Guys, all you have to do to be a part of this business is simply stop spending money on that stuff. Buy Verve instead. Buy Body. Buy the shakes. We have a shake that's getting ready to come out. That's going to be huge. Guys, this is just about giving the average person an opportunity or a vehicle to really change their lives. And I tell you what, if you're a young person in this room, a lot of young people in here, this is the opportunity. If you're 14 years old, man, imagine in 4 years, if you did what my parents did in 4 years, imagine the possibilities. 6-figure income before you get out of high school. That's happening. We already have that happening right now. Several of my friends have created a 6-figure income within a year, and they're not that smart. I mean, they're really not. And I'm not either. I just recognize an opportunity when I see one. So if you're brand new and you're just hearing about this for the first time, recognize this opportunity and really give this some serious thought, because if you don't do this and you're counting on some kind of retirement, well, I hate to wake you up from your dream, but guys, the odds are you're not going to have a very pleasant retirement. You look at what's going on right now, it's not a pretty picture out there. So what are you going to do? Especially if you're a young person, there's not going to be Social Security, probably not going to be retirement from a normal job. I mean, it used to be you could go to a job, graduate from college, make a resume, there'd be somebody there waiting to hire you, you'd work 50 years, and then you'd retire and live off your retirement. That does not work anymore. Okay, that's not my opinion. It's just a fact. So if you're not going to do, this, and you're not going to be the next Brad Pitt or the next LeBron James, what are you going to do? That's my question to you guys. For me, I recognize, this is a serious opportunity, but guys, when I grew up, I mean, I haven't really told this story much, Dad, but I'm going to say it tonight. We went through hard times as a family. Hopefully I can share this story, but
What about the prison record?
we had some financial difficulties, guys. I remember Dad used to drive limos at night to make ends meet. I don't want to end up in a financial place where I'm going to have to do that someday. And I'm thankful that you did, but obviously things have really changed for my parents. But guys, I've seen what it's like to have financial problems. I've been broke before. Maybe some of you can relate to that. $0 in the bank, debit card rejected. It sucks, okay? So that's why I'm doing this. Maybe you have a reason for why you want to do this, all right? Here's what you got to know. Very, very simple business to do. All we do, guys, is we simply purchase some product for ourselves. Costs about $5 a day. All right? But here's what you got to know. Very, very simple business to do. All we do, guys, is we simply purchase some product for ourselves. Costs about $5 a day. So, you tell me. I've been doing this 10 months. Would it be worth it to you in 10 months to maybe make an extra $6,000 or an extra $5,000 a month? Hopefully the answer is yes. If this isn't for you, that's totally fine, guys. But tell you what, this is working. Like my dad said earlier, growing 146% over last year. We've got relationships with the NBA, NFL, Dr. Oz, maybe you've heard of him. Michael Jordan, maybe you've heard of him. The Charlotte Bobcats have made Vemma their official wellness product. Chris Powell, I don't know if anybody watches Extreme Makeover Weight Loss Edition. He's the face of our weight loss line. All the people on that show are on that product. Abby is a perfect example. We have another friend who's lost like 93 pounds in 12 weeks. So the products work, guys. If you don't know that much about the product, get with whoever invited you tonight. We can talk more about that. But as far as the business side of this goes, guys,